Hey everybody, this is Nikhil from ThinkDigit. Today we have with us the Xolo Q2000, which is a large screen phone that costs about 12,800 in the market. The biggest factor about this phone is obviously its screen, which is a 5.5-inch 720p IPS display. Now, as we have noticed earlier, when it comes to screen sizes that are about 5 inches and larger, even though 720p looks good, it still does not have the same fidelity, obviously, as a 1080p display. You can still make out the slight gradients that, you can make out each and every pixel which is on the screen when you look at the screen really close. But let's just move away from the screen a little bit. Let's talk about the design and build quality. As you can see, it's a good looking phone, as much as you would like a black slab of plastic and glass. If you could call that good looking, then this is a good looking phone. The back is made of plastic, but it's a matte rubberized feel. So it does feel solid. There are no extra bits popping out, or it does not feel unwieldy. It does not feel creaky. The phone is not the slimmest. It's about 9.5 millimeters in thickness. Similarly, because of the size, the phone does feel a little heavy in the hand. It's about 180 grams in weight, and unlike what you see with the iPhone 5s or the iPhone 5Ss, you'll actually know that you're holding a phone, and when you put it in the pocket, you'll know that there is something in there because it's quite large and it's quite heavy as well. Now, at the back, we have the 13MP camera. And this is a removable back panel, so let's try to get this open. Right, so as you can see, we have this, which from the outside looks pretty good, but on the inside you see it is quite flimsy plastic. So chances are, you would definitely not want to keep this back panel out very often because it's very, very thin. So just make sure that it's always clipped onto the phone, because then it adds to that feeling of solidity. Otherwise, it's really just a flimsy piece of plastic. Right, so let's get this closed. Right, so now moving on, let's look at some of the ports. The micro SD and the SIM card slots are all obviously beneath the panel. Out here we have the power on lock button, and out here we have the volume keys, and that's about it. Out here you have the micro USB port, and here we have the 3.5mm headphones jack, and that's it. That's pretty much when it comes to the ports. We have the speaker grill at the back, but it's like one single grill from where the entire audio is outputted. Now let's get into the phone. The phone is powered by a 1.2 gig Mediatek quad-core processor, has 1 GB of RAM. So as you can see, for about 12,800, these are pretty good specs. If we go to the actual interface, you'll see that it doesn't lag. It actually works very smoothly, which is a nice deal. At 12,800, you expect, we've had bad experiences with phones earlier, especially those running the MediaTek processor. But as you can see, this phone doesn't lag. The touch is smooth, the response is accurate. If I can just jump into maybe a message and see how well even the touchscreen keyboard works. So out here, let's see. Let's type it here. As you can see, it's pretty standard. The keyboard is standard, but the good thing is that it is responsive, which is, I guess, a rule that I can add that the entire interface follows. It's a responsive phone. It works smoothly. The only problem I have with it immediately is that it does seem a little bit, the screen does seem a little bit low res, although it is better than most screens that you would get at this price point. Well, that's about it for the first impressions of this phone. I should get the review out hopefully very quickly, and within this week you'll get to know if, according to the Digit rating, if the Xolo Q2000 is a worthy purchase or not. Thanks again.